People in Taiwan do not try and force their opinions on me. I think the difference in the UK and Taiwan is that
大家好，我是风里哥。我们外国人每次讲台湾的美丽，台湾有很多美丽的地方、风景，可是我们很少说台湾的社会压力。今天我有一个朋友，他的故事很有趣哦。好，我们马上开始哦。So Will, thank you for coming and joining us because sometimes it's so hard to talk about the things we are going to talk about today, especially about social pressure because we foreigners always talk about how beautiful Taiwan is, the mountains, rivers and everything. But really not so many people talk about the social things, the feelings and social pressure. Today we are going to talk about that. First of all, I want to know how you know about that.
Well, I'm a history student in the UK. So I studied the history of China and the history of Asia. We learned about Taiwan last year. We learned about Taiwan's relationship with China and other countries being explored by European countries and by Japan.
You came here 3 months ago. And how was your first impression and how did it change?
Well, since I came to Taiwan during the pandemic, first 2 weeks I had to spend inside the hotel. So it was hard to get a good first impression. Lonely, I was aware of how far I was from my own home. But since I came out of the hotel, everyone is super friendly. People try their best to look after you. The taxi I took away from the first hotel, the taxi driver was very keen to welcome me. He was excited that I was there, which helped me feel excited to be here.
So let's start to talk about mentality in Taiwan rather than beauties of Taiwan. What do you think about social pressure in Taiwan?
For me, the social pressure in Taiwan there's not a lot of pressure. I think Taiwan is a place where I can express myself. People in Taiwan do not try and force their opinions on me, and I think partly because I'm a foreigner, I'm free from Taiwanese social pressure because I'm not Taiwanese. I have no family here or people who will try and control me. That for me makes Taiwan a place where I can explore my identity as a bisexual person and non-binary. I can be who I want to be and people in Taiwan won't try to control me.
Better than how it is in Europe and especially in my country too, because there's social pressure not only for the people who feel different sexually or by their gender, but like even for my mom, for example, she had a lot of social pressure going to school with boys, and I believe in some parts of Turkey it's the same. But in Taiwan it's really like so much different. I don't feel the way you feel, but it's really nice to hear what you said. There's no social pressure when it comes to gender and sexual.
I think especially because I'm not Taiwanese, there's no pressure. I think if I was Taiwanese living in Taiwan, the situation is different.
Speaking about family, is there any social pressure in your family about your choices and about your feelings?
There's always pressure from someone's family, you know. Anyone who has a kid and they put all the work into raising that child will have an idea of how the child should turn out. My parents love me and they are supportive, but I don't talk about these things with them because they will not say anything nasty, but they will say things that are ignorant and they don't know. They're not trying to hurt me, but they don't understand.
They don't want to accept that.
Yeah, for them it's strange. They think the things I do are just me being strange, and they don't get angry about it, but they also inside wish I wouldn't do these things.
So let's talk about the people out of your family. Have you had any unwanted experience when it comes to gender and sexuality?
I think the difference in the UK and Taiwan is that if someone is offended or unhappy with something in the UK, they will make that very public. They won't keep their negative opinions to themselves because I think people are scared always of looking weak in the UK. Particularly men are scared of looking weak. So if they think you're a weak man and they think they are being tolerant and accepting towards you, that makes them weak. So to avoid that, people are rude, people shout at you in the streets. I've never been attacked about gender related things in the UK, but you hear about it all the time, like people go to attack gay couples on the bus, things like that. So overall, the UK is not a bad place to be, but still you don't feel safe. You can feel unsafe, and there's like a stress that is with you.
Still some progress to be made.
Yeah, of course.
How about in Taiwan? Have you faced anything like that?
I feel very safe in Taiwan. People stare at you, but there feels like no chance that they will do or say anything. Okay. Honestly, if they say anything and I don't understand it because my Chinese is not good, then does it bother me? I don't think so.
I don't think even your Chinese gets better. You won't face anything like that. Because I have some friends and they still feel the same like you. They didn't get any negativity. They actually made good friends. So I think social pressure is like a lot less important. How do you react to sexism?
When someone is being aggressive, it can be tempting to get angry too. Someone is being angry towards you, you want to be angry and you want to have a competition with that person, but that is not a good way to engage with a person. I was at a party on Halloween and an English person started being rude to me. He started saying he was going to f me up and things like that, and he was being very sexist because I was wearing a dress, and I was not talking to him, I was talking to the woman that he was his friends, because I think he was trying to impress them and show off to them, but in doing so he was being rude about women. So I was trying to make the attention about how he is showing himself. He was with American women.
Oh, okay, because Taiwanese women don't value those kind of things.
I think the women he was with also didn't value it. They were embarrassed for him. If someone is rude to me and I let them be rude, they show themselves to be an idiot.
How you react is actually, to me, is the best way, because some vegans actually like blame people like hurting, like slaughtering animals, but that's not the way to deal with that. They will just hate you, so they will mainly hate vegans, or they will, in your case, they will hate the people like. So the way you deal with them is the best, I guess.
Thank you.
So Will, what's your advice to people who feel like you?
I think it can be hard to be brave. Everyone knows you hear stories of brave people in the newspapers who run into burning buildings and stop car crashes and crazy braveness, but I think there's a much more normal type of braveness that you have to practice every day to just say and do the things that you believe are right.
Especially like male, don't really know how to get along with, for example, gay. What if I touch him? Will he get me wrong, or like
of course.
Will he do anything bad, or like will he feel anything like different? So should I avoid touching him, or like as a friend?
Ultimately, my gender and sexuality is a small part of who I am, and if I am doing something like I like to play chess, I'm playing chess, or I'm reading a book, or I'm riding my bike, I'm not thinking about these things. I'm just enjoying the things I enjoy and kind of getting along with like my day-to-day life.
You're not trying to touch somebody who's trying to, beat you in chess. Like,
yeah. It's not something I'm thinking about.
Spend more time together. Yeah, you will know.
Maybe at first you'll be nervous if you have never met a gay person and you only hear things in books or in the news. Maybe they're different to you, but you'll realize everyone is more or less the same. People want to have friends and family and enjoy their life. Now I'm in an environment where whatever sexuality you are is very normal and no one cares.
Thank you for advices. I think there's something more important. We should educate the people who are near the people who feel like you, because sometimes they say some mean things, even they don't want to. Thank you, Phil, for sharing all of your opinions and answering my sometimes hard questions.
Yeah.
And I hope people who search themselves can find something in this video.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, everyone, you heard Will, and I was really happy with his answers. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.